What did you say about my mother? I don't play about my mother. If you talk to my mother, I'll fuck you up. Please do not talk to my mother. Because if you get slick with my mother, I will motherfucking cut ya.
I think I'm gonna go to grad school.
Wait, I was thinking the same thing.
Right? Because I would make such a good.
What's really a key is y'all will hate on trans and queer people, but the same man that y'all vote for literally has to paint his whole mug and glue on a wig just to get on the stage. Like, that is literally a drag queen. He cannot step on the stage without his mug painted orange and a wig glued on top of his head. What's really tea?
I hate when I'm smoking with a man and he be like, damn, you got lip gloss all on the blunt. Motherfucker, you ain't smoking with Lil Wayne. You smoking with a bad bitch. Please act accordingly. I was on a date with this nigga and I had asked to hit his little fruity cigarette. And I was like, I got lip gloss on. He was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm not on a date with Lil Wayne. You're familiar with my work, Pookie?
How can a parent support their kid who just came out as queer?
Make sure they're not on Grindr before they're 18.
Hi, I'm Ananaya. This is Gaydar. Today we're going to find out if you're gay, straight, or a homophobe. Rank the following New York institutions in order of queerness.
Well, Statue of Liberty is definitely number one.
And let the best drag queen win.
Number two, I would say Times Square, because she's a little freaky. Empire State Building, 3. Love the Empire State Building down. She's been saying some questionable things on social media recently.
What symbol was used to mark gay people in the Holocaust but is now used as a sign of protest?
A pink triangle.
Correct. Good job. Icon or I can't? Tyra Banks.
Icon.
You're going to have to defend yourself on this one.
Tyra Banks made iconic TV. Tyra Banks was hilarious as fuck.
You successfully passed a bill to ban broker fees in New York. Why are broker fees homophobic?
Broker fees are homophobic because queer people are always looking for housing, and broker fees are a huge hurdle in finding a home in New York City. Listen, brokers are stealing money, and real estate lobby is really putting a ton of money and destabilizing our democracy here in New York City, so not being able to pay a broker fee is going to make New York a lot more affordable. And more queer people will be able to live here and move here from unsafe red states when housing is more affordable.
Can I talk to you in my office? Yeah. That was the hottest thing you've ever said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Those are all my questions. If I had to guess if you were gay, straight, or a homophobe, I would not bring you on the show unless you were gay. So what's the tea? What's the tea?
I'm gay!
Yay!
Yay!
I can't stand a racist, but I think cowardly racists annoy me a little bit more. If you didn't know, Donald Trump just fired the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Charles Q. Brown, meaning he just fired the highest ranking and most senior military officer in the United States. This is falling in line with the Trump administration's need to push out anything that resembles diversity, equity, and inclusion to them. And that's exactly what his constituents and racist supporters think, because this tweet by Benny Johnson says that, hey, this guy was fired. Woke is dead. Woke meaning the N-word with the hard ER, because we know that's what you really want to say. But you're a cowardly racist. Because if you look at General Brown's list of accomplishments that can't even fit on one page, his education and assignments that can't even fit on one page, lets me know that you could care less about his qualifications, which are clearly there. It's literally all about skin color and the threat to white supremacy.
What I did, y'all, I stepped out.
The reason some people are so quick to disregard Deshae sexually harassing that woman in Target and calling it a prank is because y'all don't take sexual assault and sexual harassment seriously, y'all have little respect for women, and y'all have no respect for black women. Some of y'all do not deserve free will, because if it was me personally, Deshae would have been in the cell faster than Jenny could run up and down the block. There is nothing cute, funny, or quirky about going up to a stranger who is minding her business saying, "You are cute as hell, I would fuck you right now." What part of that, where's the prank? Someone show me the prank. Friendly reminder that Google is still free 99. The literal definition of sexual harassment: behavior characterized by the making of unwelcome and inappropriate sexual remarks or physical advances in a workplace or other professional or social situation. This is textbook sexual harassment. A prank is a practical joke or a mischievous act, but since y'all read at a 3rd grade level, you're mistaking mischievous for misdemeanor. Then you have her brother telling Deshae, like, this is not fucking cool. Here come E. Kane walking STD ass talking about some it's just a prank, it's just a prank. Like, girl, just because your standards are firmly anchored in the left labia of Satan's wife's coochie and you allow men to disrespect disrespect you and walk you like a dog every chance you get. Some of us don't like that shit. Okay, let me snatch my hand and my napkin away while I tell you this. Trying to pass off literal sexual harassment as a prank is wicked work. Y'all are fucking weird. But y'all gonna meet the right one day, and it's gonna be a whole lot of slow walking, all black suit wearing, and casket carrying. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
Can y'all put a Nola beat on top of this? If he always cheating and he always mad, then you call him built, he got a thing for ass. He like boys. Bitch, 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 he like boys. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Thing for ass, thing for ass, thing. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Always mad, he got a thing for ass. Thing for ass, thing for ass. If he always cheat, always mad. If he always cheat and he always mad. If he always cheat, always mad. If he always built, he got a thing for ass. He like boys. Bitch, he like boys. Thank you.
All the Billy fans saying, I don't know a single person who talked about this. Do you know you're admitting you don't know black people? Do you know that?
Girls would sit back and wonder why they like nerds, but then forget that they chose Chase Davenport over Adam Davenport when they were watching Lab Rats. That's the source right there.
Yo, insane. What the heck is going on in Sudan? I read that 14 million people have been forced out of their homes. That's like a third of the country, but how come nobody's talking about it? Bro, because the world turns a blind eye until it's too late. Sudan is facing the worst humanitarian crisis on the planet right now. Nearly 20 million people are facing extreme hunger, and thousands are dying from starvation, disease, and violence every single day. SubhanAllah, I had no idea it was that severe. And it gets worse. Over 30 million people are in dire need of humanitarian assistance, and over 16 million of them are children. And yet, no one's talking about it. No headlines, no global outrage, just suffering in silence. Man, but what can we do? It's not like we can stop a war. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, the most beloved people to Allah are those who bring the most benefit to people. Right now, our brothers and sisters need us. Every donation counts, every share brings awareness, and every dua brings them relief. If we won't help them, then who will? Donate using the link in our bio.
I heard that we're talking our men through it, and something I like to do is I like to get real close up in his ear, and I like to go,
when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Through the grapevine, she can be a diva, cold like Minnesota, hotter than a fever. Oh shit, here we go again, I'm falling head first.
Somebody asked me what's the first thing you gonna get rid of when a zombie apocalypse happen? Me. You think I'm about to sit here and run every day, girl? I got asthma, and I'm the biggest, so they gonna chase me first.
Oh, girls, just so funny. I just heard a girl say, oh, I told this nigga his mama was so slow, it took her 9 months to make a fucking joke. The way I ball her lips up, stop playing with me. Like, no, but like, that is funny though.
Natural disaster just destroyed my room, and I'm in pain because it did the same in my heart. That's why it breaks, and by the way, I'm not dropping no time soon, and that's okay. I dropped some classics already, so have some grace, and shout out bisexuals.
Or whatever you are, you don't need a label because you be listening regardless.
Shout out lonely people.
Y'all know y'all my target audience for real with these songs.
Shout out depressed people. Well, that demographic is the same. I hope y'all get help. And now I'm gonna sing really high.
Well, I'm happy that he's shouting out his community, and ultimately I hope he's been happy since the last time that we heard from him.
I'm still singing really high now.
Yeah, we got it, Frank.
Are you sure? Because I can sing higher.
No, I promise you're good.
Are you positive?
Yes, I am.
Because I'm still singing really high.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off because I think he's gonna keep going.
Vegas and the Mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Must have on a beat, bro, deep, bro, he a freak though, man down, call like Ember Lambs, tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. What's up?
My second pimp taught me like how to cook. I'm like, baby, why do I need to learn how to cook? I'm a hoe. He's like, you are a woman first.
White queers are always like, listen to black trans women, listen to black trans women, uplift trans women of color's voices. Until a black trans woman actually starts speaking about her experiences being a binary black trans woman and how they vastly differ from white queer people. And then y'all want to be like, oh my god, no, guys, stop creating division in the community. We're all the same. We're all going through the same thing. They're a trans medicalist. They're a trans medicalist. Why am I not the fucking center of attention for once? So when are y'all gonna actually start listening to trans women of color, or even just trans people of color in general? Cause it seems like y'all are just saying that to get some fucking brownie points in your head and then proceed to only listen to other white queer people. And then freak the fuck out the second that you are not the center of every fucking conversation.
I don't care if Carl and Uncle Phil are gay. And you shouldn't either, they're actors. They came from the theater. Why would you be shocked? In a world where y'all be calling boys gay as soon as they say they want to do a musical, they want to sing Defying Gravity at the top of their lungs, and they want to be on a stage and do some Shakespeare and wear tights, y'all are still shocked by your favorite TV dads that are actors that know how to play straight might just be a little feminine. Even if they're not gay, they just may not be exactly who you think. Every time Brian Tyree Henry walks down a red carpet wearing his outfits, and y'all know he like frills and jewels, he be bejeweled down. He be looking like Cynthia Erivo on the red carpet. Every time he walks down the red carpet, there's people be like, that ain't Paperboy. That ain't Paperboy. No, it's Brian Tyree Henry. He went to Yale. He's better at playing you than you are. A lot of y'all be forgetting, a lot of actors, they're just theater kids. The ones that y'all be laughing at. And a lot of them might be gay. And if they not gay, they still comfortable wearing a dress because they had to do it in a class. They played Juliet. I don't know why we listening to anything Godfrey has to say. When's the last time you saw him? Soul Plane? That scene in Fat Girls? Like, that's not disrespect to Godfrey's career. Because I remember you when you was hosting 30 by 30 Kid Flicks on HBO Family. But if we're going to call people by their character names, then you play a character named Gay Mon. People can say all kinds of things about you because you don't got no facial hair.
Computer, how do I put the Joker in the Phantom Zone? Quickest route, no freeways. Computer, do you hear me?
Listen, I'm gonna just say this. Pearl, what the fuck made you think nobody wasn't gonna hear you? Huh? You on the balcony with the door wide open, singing your ass off.
You're not DL, you're not Trade, you're not a stud, you're not an around the way girl, you're not a hoochie mama, you're not a hood spiritual, you're not a YN, you're not a homeboy, you're not ganging them, you're white.
Well, y'all, I was trying to stay positive in Trump's America, but it looks like we gotta wrap this trans shit up soon. So, in this pile, I'll go ahead and collect all the septum-piercing Doc Martens in lightly veiled polyamorous relationships. And in the other pile, I'll collect the bisexuals who, through HRT, found out they were just lesbians all along. So go ahead, make a single file line. We'll do this very efficiently.
You guys want to hop on Discord tonight? Nah, I can't make it. I gotta go to work. No worries. No. What the fuck do you do?
Jester of the Royal Court.
Oh, we never asked your profession until now. Are you kidding? This dude's job is professional.
So you met him in February, and in March he needed money.
Yes.
Okay. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's a bill.
Hi, we're fundraising for Congo, Cameroon, and Tigray.
Please watch this video to the end to support the displaced people of these countries and regions. To support with basic necessities like food, clothing, and water, please donate to the first link in my link tree. If you would like to support an orphanage in Lagos, Nigeria, please donate to the second link in my link tree. If you would like to support our long-term overall project of bringing sustainable change to Central and Western Africa, please donate to that first link, or you can buy off the wish list that is also linked in my link tree. If you're not able to make monetary donations or you're not able to buy off the wish list, that is perfectly fine. If you have anything within your household that you would like to donate, we are now receiving tangible donations. You can send things like school supplies, or you can send unlocked devices. You can also send clothing or shoes, but we are not currently collecting any food items or any perishable item. These things you donate will go towards the village that we want to build in Chad for long-term sustainable change. The address is in my link tree at the very top. Please guys, do not let this video disappear into the noise. All safe hands on deck.
I don't know Nisi Heathers, but thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I walk with a stick, I walk with a gun. I walk with a stick, I walk with a gun. I shoot niggas for fun.
Am I a woman? Always. A girl? Absolutely. A little boy? Sometimes. A man? Never. The man? Absolutely. That nigga? Always.
So me and my frat brothers have put together a list of some of the things the CIA has done to screw with the black community. Pop the balloons, parlays and scratch-off tickets, the Popeyes and Don Julio collab, LeBron and Hennessy, BBLs, crack cocaine, Sexy Red and DaBaby, Tubi movies, The Term YN, Black and Milds, Baddies / Natalie Nunn, Tyler Perry, DJ Academics, The Shade Room, Black Twitter, Galaxy Gas, and recent trap music. Those are just a few. I'm sure there's billions more.
This chicken's got a lot of seasoning on it, Sydney. You sure you can handle like the salt and pepper? Or you sure you don't want to pick another piece? You sure you don't want to pick another piece of fucking cotton? No, I thought we were joking. No, I was joking. I don't know. That felt ancestral. Truth be told, just then I did feel something awaken inside of me.
Black history is labor history. Let me give you a brief run through. In 1925, A. Philip Randolph founded the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, making it the first successful black union in the United States. Now in the 50s and 60s, his work is absolutely crucial in the advancement of social and economic justice. Now a few weeks ago we talked about the black sanitation workers strike in Memphis in 1968. The strike was so big, it garnered the attention and participation of Dr. Martin Luther King. They were fighting for better wages, better benefits, and union recognition. To this day, AFSCME Local 1733 still stands on the importance of solidarity in moments of injustice. And I cannot forget the incredible Dorothy Lee Bolden, founder of the National Domestic Workers Union, who successfully organized 10,000 domestic workers during the civil rights movement. I could go on, but the point is, civil rights and labor rights will always be intimately linked. I guarantee you, if you look up any black civil rights leader, they were either forming a union, advocating for a union, or in one. That's just the nature of the ties of racial and economic justice. And so remember to follow AFSCME for more content about labor history and the current fight to organize public service workers nationwide.
Death to all abusers. Die, die, die.
Look, it's Glinda. Let us be glad. Let us be grateful. Let us rejoice and find that goodness can subdue the wicked workings of you know who. Is it nice to know that good will conquer evil? The truth we all believe, they won't return. No one days in the neon.
To that pretty dark-skinned flight attendant that I just saw, and you was hugging that fine-ass man, and girl, he's finer than a motherfucker. I hope y'all talking. But girl, you are T, and you are so fucking pretty. And then on top of that lip combo, bitch, you choose so bad. Then you had on 6-inch pumps with your flight attendant uniform. Bitch, please, you are the flyest flight attendant I've ever seen. Love you, boo. Hope you see this. Mwah.
Ever since the news about how Frank Ocean is dating that MMA fighter, I've been seeing people talking about how Frank Ocean better stay in line or his boyfriend's gonna beat him up, and how he has to stay in line because his boyfriend's an MMA fighter. And it just reminded me that people just don't know who Frank Ocean is. There's a whole generation of people who have not seen a video of Frank Ocean whooping ass, beat the fuck out of both Chris Brown and his bodyguard, laid him out to the ground. You know how tough you gotta be to beat up somebody's bodyguard? First of all, Chris Brown himself is gonna be a bit of a tussle, but him and his bodyguard, Frank Ocean was handing out 2 pieces in a biscuit like he worked at Popeyes. You don't know. Now, I know his boyfriend is an MMA fighter, but all I'm saying is I think Frank might be the protector between the relationship between the two of them. Frank is the protector. He and if anything goes down, Frank is he's coming out on top. I'm sorry.
Repeat these affirmations. I'm me, the fuck. The fuck they thought was going on. The fuck they thought they was. Back to the top. I'm me, the fuck.